A surprising golden star passed unnoticed in front of everyone.
Until he stood in front of Kana,
where he would grab her by the hair and smash her to the ground,
causing it to split, forming a crater.
Damn fool!
Shiro went on the attack. Don't get into trouble, I was just ordered to torture Kana.
You were not included. A pressure from Kika and me on Shiro, who was very close to Yura.
That pressure would cause blood to come out of his nose and mouth. It was the pressure generated by a high-level omnipotent being. Tears were coming from Kana's eyes.
Apparently it seemed like a simple surprise attack, but the strength of that guy was very stormy for someone who was at the multiversal level. A kick would crash into Yura's face. You managed to touch me having that low level.
Young man, you should brag about the feat you just accomplished.
But your strength is pathetic. A single finger was enough to send you flying thousands of meters back. And his chest had been torn apart.
You!
Unfortunate.
If you mess with my children, I won't forgive you.
Kana's golden wings released an impressive sacred kiss, not being enough to be able to free herself from Yura's grip.
Yukina, Akame, Shiro, NEA and everyone attacked together.
Don't they understand the power difference? Yuro would move his fist quickly, creating a strong shockwave that would cause severe injuries to all those who tried to attack him. The entire family was collapsed on the floor, looking with hatred at the imposing subject in front of them, understanding how much level they lacked to be on par with the strongest beings. Let go of my mother.
Purple heavenly light.
Yuro would let go of Kana. He had received an unexpected mental attack. The purple eye's formidable power had only affected him for 5 seconds.
That was undoubtedly a very short time, but managing to get an omnipotent high level off balance while being alone in the multiversal range was surprising. It doesn't matter that it was only 5 seconds, that time out in a fight between beings of the same level would mean death, and Yura was aware of that. That young man has impressive mental power, and the wound on his chest has faded.
But it is unforgivable that you are Kana's son.
This scum came to mess with a pathetic low-level guy.
How many times haven't I asked him to become a family with me?
And with an ironic smile he rejected me.
Now I'm a little angry.
It's not part of the mission, but I will kill you, young man.
Blame your mother for being so conceited in the past, just for being the strongest in Megaverse 14. Yura would charge energy into his fist, launching himself at you to kill him, being stopped by a strong kick to the face. Are you also going to intervene? Yura, right?
I care very little what level you are.
You are not coming to mock my guests on my own planet. I tried to be nice to you, but the truth is that I think you're completely stupid. You see us as swags, and you don't realize that the megaverses above you see you the same way. You shouldn't be so arrogant. Those words had offended Yura's pride, creating a tremendous desire to kill Ryota.
This guy seems to have as his main mission to end my life. If I don't do something quickly, Union and every being on that planet will lose their lives. It was Kana's thought. "Hey, your mission is me. Please just end my life.
Leave them out of this."
Let's say the mission has changed a little. It's all your fault, Kana. You knew of my love for you.
I was one of the strongest in Megaverse 14.
Why did you reject me?
And instead, you came to choose a multiversal being?
Was it just the anguish that you were at the top and lost everything? I do not know. What are you talking about? I do not remember you.
I don't know anything about any Megaverse 14.
I do not remember you.
I do not remember you.
It echoed over and over again in Hijira's head.
Damn Kana.
Do you dare to deny us?
Kana approached quickly to release the anger she felt.
A blow to his stomach would make him fall to his knees vomiting blood. Look how things are, Kana. Approximately 300 fights with you, and in each of them I remain in the same position you were in. On my knees before you. Your power seemed unattainable to me.
You were the perfect woman.
NEA and you attacked together. His fists had been stopped, and clenched so tightly that they would be shattered.
Their screams echoed in Hiro's ears. His most precious beings were subdued in front of Hiro.
Ryota, try to draw some blood.
Blood?
And what use would that be? Ryota noticed the look Cairo had at that moment.
Are you angry? And do you have something in mind?
Anyway, she was planning to use all my power on that guy. Ryota let out a loud scream, beginning to increase his strength level.
True form of divine blessing. Six-winged angel. The sacred key fell in the form of pressure.
Yuro had felt that his arm had received a slight cut, and some blood was coming out of it. A tiny saved wing had reached him quickly, and as it was of almost invisible size, he had not detected it.
Ha 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 ha, that was your only hope.
Give me a fatal blow by surprise, and you threw it in the trash.
Now that I know that you have an omnipotent level power, I won't be so trusting.
I knew there was something in you, young man.
I liked you the first time. I usually hate weak trash, and that didn't happen with you. The golden wing had reached Shiro's hands, who placed that little blood on his tongue, while a powerful key was concentrated inside him.
Are you going to pay for messing with my family?
Twin demons. Yuro felt a chill run through her body.
Something was wrong and I didn't know what it was.
Hey, you big idiot. Does it feel good to use your strength to humiliate us?
Surely yes, but you messed with Kana and my children. That will cost you your life. So you're the mediocre one that Kana chose.
I will kill you first.
Is a multiversal being threatening me?
He has no brain.
Yuro would pierce Shiro's chest with a single blow. A loud mockery from Shiro and a cry of pain from Yuro left Ryota impressed. A mouthful of blood had come out of Yuro's mouth and he had fallen to his knees.
Don't I have a brain? Do you still think the same?
Strong beings are not always what is feared, but rather one's heart. In your heart there is arrogance because of how strong you are.
That's why you attack without thinking, underestimating us for being weaker.
How about a mere low-ranking being like me brought you to your knees?
That's for humiliating my gray hair.
I want you to apologize or else you will die.
He's crazy. I don't know what technique he used, but he is speaking with great authority to that strong guy. Dad, is he going to kill you?
Nothing bad.
What a strange technique.
I guess that's what he wanted Yuro's blood for.
Go to hell, Escalation.
Yuro would get up and start hitting Hiro, but he felt that very powerful blows were also reaching him, although he did not look at his moving fists, pausing his attack for a moment to analyze the situation. This was turning out to be the strangest fight of his life. A multiversal level was somehow giving him trouble.
I didn't realize when it hit me.
Apparently this bastard is faster than me.
It is not impossible.
What's going on? Why don't you fight? Are you afraid? Do not make fun of me.
One of Shiro's arms was sliced off as if it were nothing.
He was a demon. Losing a limb was no big deal. My arm.
How did you do it? My omnipotent body is very resistant. You still won't apologize to my family?
Or does every part of your body have to be destroyed? Those cold words somehow reached Yura, so much so that he began to believe that Shiro was a very high-ranking being who hid his power. And that was possible because of Shiro's way of speaking, believing himself to be very superior.
Furthermore, the great damage he had received gave him reason to think that Shiro behaved like this because he had the advantage.
The twin demon technique was terrifying as both of them suffered the same pain, and in the worst case scenario, if Yura killed him, the same would happen to him. Shiro knew that, but he was defending the most important thing in his life, and dying for their sake was nothing. The advantage he had was that he was a demon, his body regenerated.
Yura would take out a pill and eat it quickly. His arm would slowly grow back, watching in amazement as Shiro would heal instantly. That guy is not normal, his way of acting is different. He is so calm, he doesn't seem to care about my presence.
His punches are also formidable.
It was so fast that I didn't realize when it cut my arm.
It may be that he is that advanced high level of omnipotence.
It would make sense. Kana became interested in him.
But why is he hiding Tsuki? Such a strong being should be proud of his strength. Here it comes. This time I will dodge his blows. Show me if he can do a high advanced level. While Shiro was walking with his foot, one of his internal organs came out.
I couldn't see it, there is so much difference in level. Dad is beating him, I can't believe it. I need to calm down, I'm slowly falling into their game.
I just have to keep my distance and not lose sight of their movements.
Sight is not everything, I need to sharpen my senses.
How long has it been since I faced a being as fast as him? He doesn't know what's happening.
He thinks I'm stronger than him and that's why I can hurt him.
He doesn't realize that what happens to me happens to him. It's more than perfect. It will soon rotate itself. It was Shiro's thought.
What level did you mention being?
From my point of view, you were a coward.
Why did you go away?
We're just trash. That's what you think, right?
Am I really afraid? Taking a long-distance fight is not my style.
Am I scared because this bastard was able to hurt me a couple of times?
Maybe it was just luck. Shine Triangle of Destiny.
Punisher of Souls. An incredible attack of holy energy was launched.
You are a being that cannot resist sacred energy.
The Triangle of Destiny will turn your soul to dust.
Ryota would flashily move in front of Hiro, taking the blow for him.
I didn't ask for your help, it was already mine.
That energy was sacred.
Even Daruma was seriously injured at a high level. You wouldn't stay alive.
That was my goal, to take this bastard with me.
In front of Yuro was the six-winged angel shining, making its sacred energy feel so pure.
Hey Yura, is that your best holy hit?
No wonder the Triangle to Destiny didn't work.
The six-winged angel is before me. A power as pure as that, latent on a multiversal level.
By using that angel, your level is suddenly increased to Omnipotent Advanced Mid-Range. You were definitely lucky.
From Yura's palms a giant power was released. It was sacred and dark power combined, to ensure that the six-winged angel would not rush his energy once again.
If they are able to dodge it, it doesn't matter. Most of this megaverse will be erased.
So much energy gathered in a single point, it doesn't matter if we change dimensions, that attack will surely reach us. A full-scale supernova is impossible to avoid.
Ryota,
pierce my chest with your sacred energy quickly.
But you're going to die.
Hurry up.
If you don't do it, won't the same thing happen? What's more, this way I will protect everyone.
Very good, Holy Sword.
Shiro would be seriously injured by Ryota's sacred power. His cry of pain was heard throughout the planet. Also Eurus, who had felt so much pain and his blood burning that the energy he had concentrated would be smoked.
Stop the rubbish. I already understood your miserable secret.
You are not stronger than me. You're the same trash I knew you were.
The damage you receive has also suffered by me. What a miserable trick that is.
I am a high-level being. How can I be affected by something so stupid? And now he was dying. He felt like his life was coming to an end. He is scum. He is going to die. Damn, if he does I will die too. What a deadly technique. With his last breaths he released a sphere of sacred ki, impacting Shiro with it, passing a part of his sacred ki to him. By doing so, his blood would stop being burned, and his deep wound was healing.
I had to share my sacred power with my enemy.
I never thought that to save myself I would have to save the scum who paired with Kana.
Ryota. One more time.
Before Shiro could take any more damage, Yuro would send Ryota flying with a strong kick and lock Shiro into a golden triangle, completely immobilizing him.
Oozaru. Shiro's body became incredibly small, being swallowed by Yura.
And since he was inside that triangle, he was protected. Even if he was in that guy's stomach, he would not lose his life. Yura had seen how much a risk Shiro represented, so the most important thing was to make sure he wouldn't die, and the safest place to have him restrained was his own body. This damn thing became my biggest weak point. This way I don't have to worry. It's a relief that he himself revealed his secret.
I was beginning to defeat myself, thinking that he was much stronger than me. Yuro, without looking back, would block a couple of blows from Kana, who had been filled with anger seeing how that guy ate Shiro.
Ryota would also launch an attack, having a perfect opportunity to cause damage, while Yura focused on Kana.
Sacred Angel Wings.
The wings would become two enormous blades, shooting out, causing changes in the nature of the planet. Yura would measure the extent of the power of that blow, and dodge it without risking being surprised.
He was stronger, but clearly the six-winged angel surpassed him in sacred energy. What power, young man! But if you can't reach your prey, what's the point?
Kana would be hit and propelled with great power against the ground of the planet, causing a small tremor, and Ryota was resisting Yura's very fast blows, but they were hurting him too much.
This is the limit we have. We are pathetic. We get used to depending on Goku, that's why this bastard is humiliating us. Yukina, Akame, Yu, and NEA had recovered a little, while the others were still very affected by the terrifying pressure that fell on them.
Resonance.
Divine Demon. Those four had performed the MRI. This time they had changed leadership from Yutina to Yu.
Yu would attack with everything but regardless of the great increase in powers.
His level was very far from Yura.
It didn't even reach Ryota's power.
An omnipotent high-ranking being was capable of that and more.
Humiliating an entire nation of multiversal beings at once was not a problem for him.
Only Shiro had made him nervous to the point of almost making him flee from combat.
Yuro would humiliate everyone for a long time.
At the top of the divine sect, 4 subjects were seen, 3 very desperate and 1 enjoying being very superior. Still not giving up? What's the point of falling hundreds of times and getting up if the result will be the same? In the blink of an eye, he had begun to strangle Kana's neck.
All for Kana. Really worth it?
This fight never made sense, since for me you have the same value as dust.
Leave, Mom.
A very angry Yu would attack, but a blow with 50% of Yura's power would cause him so much pain that the resonance would be lost and everyone would fall very badly injured.
Come on, 6-winged angels, come and fight too. I won't be so nice to you anymore. You are trying my patience.
This bastard was just playing.
There is a lot of power difference.
They have lost their desire to fight. Kana, I can finally complete my mission.
Yuro would start punching him directly in the stomach.
The strength was average.
He wasn't using even 40% of his power, but blood was coming out of his mouth with every blow. How can you be so insane to play with someone's life like that? Behind Yura, a very angry Ryota was about to hit him with his sword, when suddenly a flash of energy pierced his stomach, causing him to collapse on the floor. He tried to get up, but that attack called Doku had a paralyzing effect. It was like poison for Ki's veins. I can't move. That scoundrel is going to kill her.
You're weak, Kana.
Very weak.
After torturing her for 5 minutes and leaving her very badly injured, he would release her from the top and she would crash hard to the floor. He had no strength to stop his fall, much less to get up. Dimly he looked at his fainted children and felt the helplessness of not being able to do anything.
Being so weak, Kana, they will most likely die in the cult war. I'm doing you a favor, I don't want you to suffer anymore.
That's why I will break my orders not to kill you and turn them into dust. Very close to there, where Goku was unconscious, a giant soul approached him. A crimson-colored Ozaru. It was the Ayame beast that in the past had been consumed by the sacred planet and had perceived the power of Aruma very close there.
Get up, son. You have to wake up. Your sister and the others are in trouble.
They need you.
Mom, what are you doing here?
I kept a little bit of my soul in my spirit beast.
I will soon disappear.
But first, son, let me tell you that I will love you forever. Akame and Emoshi and you are my greatest treasures. I regret not having been by your side.
Don't let your sister and family die.
This is a gift from me.
It will revive your brain for a short time.
And although he lost all his power on the sacred planet, with your ability you will make him have the explosive power of before. Goodbye, son. Do what you do best.
Die.
The supernova was slowly descending on the planet. Eye of death, the supernova would be taken to another dimension.
Only the shockwave reached the divine sect.
Some idiot used my family as a punching bag. Another multiversal level garbage has come out.
Spirit Beast Omega release.
Shinku.
Oozaru Karamezi.
Aruma-sama.
To serve you. Take all of them away from here. What can that foolish beast do against me?
Do you think I'll let you take them?
Yura would throw energy at that Oozaru. Goku would quickly send that key flying. Your opponent is me. Goku would elevate his punching power, jumping from multiversal level to high omnipotent rank in a second.
The divine sect seemed to collapse. The atmosphere had become tense.
He fell from the sky and rays and the gravity increased due to the imposing pressure on his aura.
When he was about to advance to the advanced high level, his hair had grown, changing color, and his musculature had increased, while a powerful lightning aura shot into the sky.
Yura's face was drenched with sweat. That pressure was taking his breath away.
Killer Domain Goku's murderous domain would invade the entire divine sect. Luckily, everyone had evacuated the place before things got so bad. The advanced high-level pressure added to the killer domain would cause Yura to not be able to stay freely in the air. With difficulty moving, he would take out 20 pills that he carried with him from a space bag, converting them all at once, greatly increasing his power and recovering some breath.
I was also on this planet, mighty lord. My main mission was to bring your excellency to my ruler.
You don't deserve to be in this megaverse of scumbags.
Come with me, you will be interested in meeting my ruler. Goku approached Yuro walking slowly.
That guy's legs were shaking.
Yuro would form a small sword in one of his fingers and impact it against his leg, being able to move.
Domain of death.
Goku's second mastery would smash Yuro into the ground.
Double domain. Without a doubt it is a formidable high advanced level.
What does your ruler want with me?
Your Excellence, she wants to have someone as formidable as you as a husband. Take advantage of this opportunity. You won't find a better woman than Kagura-sama. She has the same level of omnipotence as you, and she is quite beautiful. Tempting, but I'm not interested. A crushing kick would hit Yura's body. He would leave with great power towards a mountain, where he was suffering pain. His ribs have been broken with that kick. Get up. Amuse me even a little. Have mercy, Your Excellency, it was never my intention to offend you.
Did you have mercy on my family?
The woman you humiliated is part of my family.
You weren't aware of that. Of course not, sir, if I knew. No matter how much I hate her, I would have respected her.
But it turns out you didn't.
You also hit my daughter, sister and wife.
You really enjoyed taking advantage of your strength.
Yura was speechless. I had nothing to do with that guy's level.
I am willing to beg their forgiveness on my knees if necessary. I really didn't mean to offend him. With this pair of arms, hundreds of blows impacted their bodies.
They are very impulsive arms.
No. Stop. What are you doing?
A terrifying scream was heard in the divine sect.
Goku had torn his arms off with sheer physical force. They are not regenerating.
The high level being like you cannot be healed.
I have crushed your ego of greatness. I humiliated you the same way you humiliated my loved ones. I snatched your arms away. Do you wish to curse me for what I did to you? No, of course not, Your Excellency. I have earned this punishment.
I would never feel even the deepest hatred for you. So that's how things are.
Return me to Hirosan.
I know everything that happened. You ate it and I want it back.